Welcome everybody. Today we are going to discuss introductory microeconomics for higher secondary first year. Myself Arabinda Kherketary, Associate Professor and Head Department of Economics, SS College Hailakandi, Assam, India. Unit 1, Introduction. Economics. The term economics is derived from two Greek words, oiko meaning family and nomos meaning rules. Thus, the term economics means some rules for conducting human life or human family. In other words, economics means household management. Definitions of economics. The definitions of economics was put forwarded by various economists. Let us explain one by one. Number 1, Adam Smith's wealth definition. Adam Smith, the father of economics, put forwarded a definition of economics in his famous book, The Wealth of Nations, which was published in the year 1776. According to Smith, economics is the study of wealth. To him, economics deals with production, distribution, and consumption of wealth. To him, acquisition of wealth is the main objective of human activities. His definition is known as wealth definition of economics. Alfred Marshall's welfare definition. Marshall put forwarded a definition of economics in his book Principles of Economics, published in the year 1890. According to Marshall, economics is the study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. It examines that part of individual and social action which is most closely connected with the attainment and with the use of the material requisites of well-being. This definition is known as welfare definition of economics. Main points of Marshall's definition. Number M. Economic deals with all human activities connected with acquisition and uses of wealth. All these activities can be measured by money. Economics is a social science. Number D. Human being is not always guided by self-interest. Professor Lionel Robbins' scarcity definition. In his book Nature and Significance of Economic Science, published in the year 1931, Robbin has defined economics as the science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. Here, ends imply wants and scarce means imply limited resources. His definition is known as scarcity definition of economics, which is more scientific than the earlier definitions. Main features of Robbins' definition. Number 1. Human wants are unlimited. If one want is satisfied, another exists. The means, that is the resources to satisfy human wants, are scarce, that is limited in supply. Number 3. The scarce means are having its alternative uses. These means can be used for different purposes. P.A. Samuelson's growth definition. Modern economist Professor P.A. Samuelson has forwarded a growth-oriented definition of economics which is dynamic in nature. According to him, economics is the study of how man and society choose, with or without the use of money, to employ scarce productive resources which could have alternative uses to produce various commodities over time and distribute them for consumption now and in the future among various people and groups of society. Main features of Samuelson's definition. Number 1. Productive resources are scarce, but the ends are unlimited in character. The scarce means can be put to alternative uses. He has made economic dynamic by including the element of time in it. It is a growth-oriented definition. So, in our today's discussion, we have discussed about the four definitions given by four economists. The first definition of economics was put forwarded by Adam Smith, who is known as the father of economics, and his definition is well definition of economics. The second definition of economics was put forwarded by Alfred Marshall, and his definition is known as welfare definition. The third definition of economics was put forwarded by Professor Lionel Robbin, and his definition is known as scarcity definitions, which is more scientific than the other two definitions. And finally, we discussed the fourth definition of economics, which was put forwarded by Professor P.A. Samuelson, and his definition of economics is known as growth definition. And it will be continued in the next class. Thank you all.